Good morning. This is Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com. Time for the final thoughts before the game Friday between Walter Payton Prep and Lindblom. Deep Dish Football Game of the Week, Week 5, IHSA Football Season 2017. I do feel that Lindblom comes in favored against Walter Payton Prep. Lindblom has 4-0, Walter Payton Prep 3-1. Lindblom, the athletes that they have, CJ Rutherford. I really do think that Bryce Walker, their quarterback, is one of the best quarterbacks in in the Chicago Public League. I do think they have a good group of linemen. Lindblom. I also am a huge fan of their defensive front. I do like their linebackers, and I'm very impressed with. I've taken away from their safeties. I think Lindblom all along is just a better team. I think me personally. I've never seen a quarterback like Bryce Walker in a while out of the Chicago Public. I've never seen a quarterback like that because his mechanics are some of the best, and you can compare and I'm not making a comparison, but you can say that he's got the same amount of mechanics as Quincy Patterson, and that's completely impressive with Bryce Walker. My hat's off to the kid. The kid is he's an undersized quarterback, but he's a very good quarterback that has the technique and mechanics. And my hat's off to the coaching staff of Lindblom for that. Now let's go to Walter Payton Prep. Eli Gillard, wide receiver. I really do like Eric Hanberg, a quarterback linebacker, great athlete for Walter Payton Prep. Ben Lohman, offensive tackle. Zach Anderson, he's gonna have to have a field day against that offense of Lindblom, which looks really, really diabolical and that good, very good. But I just think that Lindblom, with that red gun and what they run, and you have CJ Rutherford, who plays defensive back too. It's unbelievable with that team, the level of talent on that team. I'd be scared to face them in the playoffs. They're just a scary team. Lindblom, Walter Payton Prep. They had some good games. They have a outstanding defense. They're nice little run shoot with the short passes that I've talked before, and once it comes and that wide receiver is open, you hit the streak, you'll gain major yardage. The main thing will be that secondary of Walter Payton Prep and how can they contain Lindblom's wide receivers and their ability to put pressure on Walker at quarterback. That's going to be a huge thing too. On Lindblom's side is how are they going to be able to just don't make any mental mistakes, because if they don't make any mental mistakes, it's their game. Simple as that. Let the wide receiver get that. Basically, make sure you wrap up technique tackling for Lindblom. If they defeat that those short little dink and dunk passes that Walter Payton Prep does, take them to the ground, surrender less than 3.5 yards, they'll win the game. So it's gonna be an interesting game. I think the one game that we forget to talk about is the run game. I think that's going to be important for Walter Payton Prep. How much yardage they gain on the run versus Lindblom will be a key stat to look out for. How much the average yardage is. And I'm also interested to see, again, two very young coaching staffs of Lindblom and Walter Payton Prep, to look at both those coaching staffs. Coach Presley of Lindblom, young and up-and-coming coach. Coach, forgetting his name, Walter Payton Prep, another young coach to look forward to too. Two very young coaching staffs too. And also, You have two very high academic institutions, two in the Chicago public system, Chicago in the CPS, and that hats off to that too. Um, and I've met the kids. I met some of the kids from Lindblom, and they're nothing but class and character. And happy to meet some of the kids from Walter Payton Prep. Should be a fun time. Deepest football game of the week, week 5 tomorrow. See you guys there at Lindblom Park. At Lindblom Park, should be a fun time. Deepest football game of the week, week 5. Lindblom versus Walter Payton Prep. These are my final thoughts. And have a lovely, lovely day.